the HTC One Max. Not One Mini, not One, but One Max. I don't know if you know this, but HTC makes some pretty good looking handsets. Just look at this metal aluminum body. It looks so nice. And it has a minimal design with an HTC logo in the middle of the back. First, let's go over the hardware. First, you have two microphones, which is the trend with new phones. Well, it was actually started from a year ago, I'd say. But you have flash. You have a 4 ultra pixel camera. It's really just 4 megapixels, but don't let those megapixels fool you. And what's this under here? It's actually a fingerprint scanner. You'll see more of that later. To the bottom right of the device, you'll also find pogo pins here for dock connection, or the HTC power case, where it could actually charge your phone while you're using the case, but it cost about $100. That case does. Also in the One Max is an option to remove the battery cover to see your SD card and SIM slot. And surprisingly, Sprint has a removable SIM in this device. All I need to do is push this. Oh, by the way, there is no removable battery. Okay, now that I've got it removed, we have the 3300 milliamp non-removable battery, still camera fingerprint scanner. We have an SD card slot right here. The SD card is there, and we have the SIM slot there, and it's a removable SIM. I could actually pop this in and out if I wanted to. And this is the Sprint version. One thing to note, it may take a while for this to pop back up, and while you wait, this will be a bit out, because that seems to never just go back in when I put the cover back on. That's why I was a bit reluctant to do it, but I did it anyways. So when did mine come back up? It actually came up a few days later, so when I get my case I won't have to worry about that as much, and we'll just see. So now on the front of the device you have your boom sound speakers. There's one right there, and there's one up here. And on the top of the phone, this is an upside down view, but on the top of the phone you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, wide angle front facing camera, proximity and light sensor, and the IR blaster for controlling your TV, and you'll also see that later. Now quickly going over all of the sides, you have the microphone at the bottom and the charging port. You have your buttons here, volume up on the left and power on the right, IR blaster and headphone jack, and this side actually has nothing but that little thing to remove the back casing. Enough with all this hardware jibber jabber, I'm ready to see the software. Well, I'm glad you are, because sometimes I watch reviews also and I'm like, when are they gonna get to the software? This phone has a lot to cover, but I've covered everything, so that's good. So here is my lock screen. I have my wallpaper, my time there, my folders, my ring to pull up to unlock. But before I unlock, you have lock screen widgets. So here's my Android Central lock screen widget and my calculator lock screen widget. And all you need to do from your lock screen is swipe to the right. Unlike most Androids, where it's actually a swipe to the left. And also, when you unlock the device, it has a little thing there showing you go that way. So that's what it is. You don't have any cool camera shortcut. Well, actually you do. But now I'll show you the fingerprint sensor. So the fingerprint sensor is right here on the back. And the way my hand is, this is a really big phone. The way my hand is, my hand naturally falls on the fingerprint sensor. For people with bigger hands, yours may go over the camera, so that's something to watch out for. And also, my thoughts on this, it's real. You have to do it the way you would unlock the phone. For example, you can't just go like that and then unlock it like that, because your finger's at a slant when you unlock it, and it's like that when you set it up. I really don't feel like going through the setup process again because I have my fingers perfectly, so I won't, sorry. But all you need to do is go into your settings, fingerprint scan, choose the finger, swipe it 4 times over this sensor, and there you have it. So here, all I need to do is swipe, and at the bottom down there, yeah, it says reading fingerprint. So I swipe, and there it is. Now you can't do a little baby swipe like that, because it won't pick it up. It'll just say reading fingerprint and do nothing. How it just did there. Yeah, it doesn't like baby swipes. And then your swipe has to be just right. You can't really do a slow swipe. It has to be about that speed. And your device is unlocked. So my right index unlocks it. Oh, by the way, you can have up to 3 fingers. Saved. So my right index unlocks it. Let me switch to my left hand. My left index unlocks it. I'll pull this up so you can see it. Yeah, there's a little cool animation. Here's my left index finger. Swipe down, and it's unlocked. And my right middle finger, this one, it actually opens up the camera. It unlocks it and opens up the camera like this. Hold on. And there it is. My camera's opened up. Okay, so that's the fingerprint scanner. If I try to do anything else, it'll actually let me, because you can't just have them to open up an app. They have to unlock your phone and open up that app. You can choose any app you want also. So that's just something to know. Oh, it actually locked it back because I hit my lock button. So let me unlock it. Oh, there's a fail. There's another fail. There's a good one. Okay, so this is my home screen. I have my widget up there, my icons here, Android Central News widget. I have my folders in my app drawer. The app drawer is basic. It goes up and down, unlike stock Android. Well, most Androids, I should say. And then shows you the weather, time, date. You have your little things here: search, play, menu. You can change the way the grid is ordered, from alphabetical or whatever. Let's see. So yeah, I have a calculator as a widget there, and I have blink feed. So it does a kind of cool little thing at the top where it transitions from your wallpaper to black, and my blink feed just updated. Oh, Marquez is working on a video. We always like to see his videos. Favorite. And it opens up straight to Twitter. You can see the news source at the bottom. This is all Twitter. Twitter, Flickr, Gizmodo, AP. Ah, there's something from Google+. If I slide out, I can search for content. I can hit the plus. We'll see what that does. If I hit menu, I can hit compose, topics and services, settings. But if I hit the plus, it'll open up topics and services. Let me lay this phone down. There it is. Battery life, that's pretty good. Let's see what else. Status bar, basic status bar, no quick toggles. No quick toggles in the notification center. But of course, if I do my 2-finger swipe or my swipe and click, there are my quick toggles right there. So now, time for the first HTC software app I'll review on this phone for you guys is Scribble. I really love Scribble. So here's Scribble. It's comparable to Samsung's offerings of S-Memo and S-Note. You see your little title. You have all your things. I've created a few. Let's see. I can hit menu. I can group them into a notebook. I can delete, share, edit tabs. And edit tabs are these tabs at the top. I can search for notes, create a new one. I'll create a new one. And see, you have these templates. So notepad, craft paper, blackboard, what's that? Month, week, day. It's many templates. My favorite is blackboard. I can enter a title, don't want to. And then I can start. If it's on text, I can start typing in text. This is to draw with a pen, crayon, paintbrush, marker, and this is actually an eraser, not a pencil. And so I can start doing that. One cool thing about the pen I noticed is that the faster you go, the thinner it is. Like, see, if I do that, I get thin stroke. But if I go slowly, I get bigger strokes as compared to a thin stroke. Or sometimes if you're doing something, you'll see it's thin at the end and thick at the start because you went slower. Let's see, I want to clear all of this. I'll just hit undo. Can I undo it? It's not letting me. Gotta pull out the eraser. It's not even letting me erase it. Oh yes it is. It's just that it saved all of these strokes as an image. So that may be a problem. Let me create a new one. Okay, new. Blackboard. Now I can show you what I want it to. What's pretty cool is that if you hit this button, you can get handwriting. So I can write the next tech and the next tech. And it's all at the top, and it's minimized. And you can actually backspace it, space it, enter. It's pretty cool. And you can still do normal text with the keyboard also. You can add something from the camera right there. Smiley. I should just do a Scribble review. But that's a quick look at Scribble. So here's the gallery. I have my Zoes, and if you don't know what a Zoe is, it's a picture you can take basically that moves and has sound, but it's only for 3 seconds. For example, this picture is a Zoe. It's me moving my mouse, and then it just shows the picture. Let me go back. Then I have this slow motion video. And that's it for the slow motion video. Yeah, that's pretty much the gallery. The phone actually takes pretty good pictures. I'll show the samples in the video. I decided I'll do a test Zoe for you guys. So Zoe's are pretty cool. Just hit the Zoe button. And here's the pillow. And if you look at the camera icon, it'll have a red thing showing how much time you have left in your Zoe. And if I'm not mistaken, it does record some things before you take your picture. So let me just hit that button. And now my Zoe's being taken. And it saved my Zoe. Let me turn up my volume and play that again. Yeah, and see, I can adjust where the Zoe starts, because there is actually before I took the Zoe, so I could move it there. And now my Zoe. Or maybe that's just fast forward. Anyways, that's a quick Zoe. I was gonna play one of my songs on Google Play Music for you to do a speaker test because that boom sound sounds great. But I just remembered I don't want to get into any copyright stuff or anything, so I'll just play my background song. I don't know if you can really hear it, but it's pretty good. The bass is really strong. Now it's more clear. Okay, let me skip for a second. If it sounds a bit stuffy, the song was made like that. Okay, that was the last song, but I'm doing my old song that I used to use for my background music because it's a bit more dynamic. Let me skip around. Oh, darn it. And as you can hear, it sounds like a tiny stereo. Now I'll show you gaming performance on the device. And gaming on this phone is fun and amazing and a new experience, because the boom sound brings depth to the sound of the game. Then the big screen helps. I mean, just listen to that. And this is Injustice. I really like this game. Yeah, Lex Luthor can say what he wants. This game has pretty dynamic sound also. I hope my camera's battery doesn't die while I'm recording this. Okay, let's just do one battle. I need my right hand. Fight. And here it is. Oh. I'm gonna try not to move the camera so much because I'm using my hand to hold it. But as you can see, this game is not lagging whatsoever, and it looks very nice on this device. Aww. Knockout. See if we can get him. Oh no. Switch. Knock that guy out. Let's see the next guy. Oh, he died. Green Lantern. This is my dude. You can always count on the Green Lantern. Yep, but that's injustice. This game is really fun. You can get caught on quickly. Oh, and did I mention it's free? And one of the most fun parts, the TV section. And this is where that IR blaster I talked about comes in handy. Now this camera unfortunately doesn't have autofocus. So if I put my phone up, you'll see it looks very blurry. Unless I adjust it. But then if I adjust it, my background looks blurry. So the background can look blurry for this part. But let me find my TV app. TV. So now my bedroom TV, it'll show me all of these channels. And everything, SpongeBob. And if I hit that, it will just fire SpongeBob on the TV. But anyways, enough of what I watch. I have my remote. This is your main thing. The channel volume, channel and volume settings, other things like that. Yeah, power and input, number pad, and more. Which is where you can program your own buttons. And I programmed some DirecTV buttons guide, which they surprisingly didn't have. But I mean, I guess you have the guide on that other menu. Last 30 seconds and info button. So now let's go to power and input. All you need to do is hit on or off. So let me adjust it. Okay. And I'm turning my DirecTV on. And now I can turn my TV on. And that turns on. Okay. One thing cool you can do is, while you're in the TV app, if you hit your volume buttons, it adjusts the TV volume. See? The volume on my TV is moving up and down. Okay. So that's that channel volume. I can hit menu. My menu comes up on my TV. I'll exit. Also, every time you do something, it's a red little thing that goes on in your status bar. Just something they have. I can pause it. Just pause. I can play it. It's playing. I can record it if I wanted to. I can go to a channel number I want. 299. No. 299. And then it'll go to 299. So more, like I said, guide, Just hit guide, comes up, and yeah, that's basically it for TV. It's pretty cool. Oh, almost forgot. If you want to quickly go to something, all you need to do is hit play, and it'll dial it in the TV, and your TV will change to it for you. That's pretty cool. Well, I think that just about sums it up for this review. I'll just throw out some additional information. TV, you can get to your controls right there. Sadly, you cannot control the TV from the status bar. You can only quickly get to the settings for it in the status bar. Battery, like I said, 3300 milliamps. It works pretty well. My device has been off the charger since 5, and I've had it shut off for about 3 hours, and I powered it back on, and it's on 51%. So, that's pretty good. Screen. Actually, I do want to find out the PPI of this screen. I need to find that out. But the inches are 5.9 inches. So for comparison, the Moto X is 4.7 inches. The Galaxy S4 is 4.9 inches. And the Galaxy Note 2 is, 3. Wow. 2? Really? And the Galaxy Note 3 is 5.7 inches. So this is among some of the biggest Android phones. And here's my hand. It's pretty tall. And this phone is... Well, my batteries actually died on me. So I just went to go get new ones. But where I was... this is my hand, and this is the phone, and the top of the phone is not too far away from my hand. And you can use this phone one-handed. It's pretty simple, as long as you don't need to drastically reach the top of the phone or get to the very bottom of it. I can even unlock it with one hand with that fingerprint sensor and just do some basic stuff. I'm actually going to move this down here because when it was up there, I can't really reach the whole thing with one hand. If I have it down here, I can reach this whole thing. So it's just some little things you'd have to think about. Sadly, it's no floating apps, but one app you can get is floating apps in the Play Store. Costs $9.99 for the full version. Works pretty good. I'll just show you one. I have Twitter as a floating app. I can make it bigger, and I can do stuff. And this device is still staying smooth. No lag whatsoever. And with this floating apps thing, I can change the transparency of Twitter. So now Twitter is translucent. Somewhat. But yeah, this is a pretty good phone. I recommend it. I love this phone. It's just so much I like about it. But that concludes this review. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and as always, thanks for watching.
Cheer.